Okay, so starting back again, I forgot to take the thing that we got. So today we're gonna still work on the revolver. I'm sorry, and today we're going to try to make the handle. Now the handle will probably be very hard to make, but I will still try to make it. So last time we tried to do this, and I saw that last video I didn't actually check that there is a problem over here. So on this side, if you can see, you can see that we got a problem with this. So I'm just gonna select all of these without that, and only one side, and just try to, also that should be taken out because it's like this part. So I was also thinking about the game. I would probably like the game to, uh, not be 2D anymore. Like we got 3D movement, so it's not gonna be that hard to implement that in the game. And I thought about it a little bit, and I think I should probably like do the 3D because it would be, I don't know, it would be a little bit easier than what I'm trying to actually do. So okay, so now we got that fixed. That's perfect. I pretty sure I should probably increase this just a little bit more. Like, if you increase that a little bit more, yeah, that seems way better. And now we need something to go like smooth and away from this. Okay, so that was actually a bad idea because no, it is not actually a bad idea. Let's just move it until over here. And now we need something to like go smoothly down. So how are we going to do the smoothing? I still do not know, but I'm gonna try to do it anyway. So do we do another shape? Do we add another shape? Let's just get out of here. Mesh. It's probably a lot harder than you think it is. I mean, it's not as hard as you think it is. It's quite actually easy, to be honest, but um, also for the YouTube channel, I actually got like around. Okay, so that's a grid. I don't need that. I got like 15 subscribers now, which is great. I don't care though. It's not making me money, so fuck. We're still gonna have to do this. How do we do a curved placement? So over here also, we should probably fix this a little bit. Moving it upwards and like moving it in the side a little bit. You know what? Like move it back in. Yeah, that seems fair enough, good enough. But as you can see, that part over here actually like seems to connect with I don't care about that, to be honest. Let's just do, let's just make it like this. We're gonna have to start working on the uh actual handle anyway, so nobody cares too much about this part. So that seems good enough. I'm just gonna connect all of these and take with these and just move them down a little bit. Maybe we take those out, just move this in. Yeah, maybe we actually connect all of them and just move them down a little bit. No problem, even though it will look like kind of bad, but yeah, that seems fine for now. Okay, so also the part over here, how does it look from here? Okay, so it still got like some bullets or something, and you are able to see like the thing that I added, like the Taurus that is in for the handle over here. So what I'm gonna try to do is just add a plain old cube. probably fix that problem. Just make it smaller. Go over here, a little bit bigger, not that much bigger. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't need it to be big, I need it to be flat. Okay, so now that it's flat, and just move it over here. We could probably find a better solution, just like I found before for this, but anyway, making a revolver is actually quite harder than I thought, but making the revolver will actually give me the experience I think I need to make the M911, like the M1911, sorry. So that's a little bit bad. Can we add a subdivision surface? Yeah, that seems better. We can do this, just increase this. Okay. Although it still is visible to the outside eye. I'm just gonna move it a little bit backwards. I'm gonna move it over here. And perfect. That's perfect. So maybe I move it a little bit in forward, inwards I meant, and it gives some like, okay, that's good enough. That's not a big problem. So now we're gonna have to do the curving. I'm gonna start working on the curving here on the handler. So what I was thinking before, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm just gonna select all of these, or maybe not. I probably can like do another cube. Okay, so that actually puts no. So that actually makes the cube part of that. I need a separate cube. So separate cube, move this over here, smaller, put it over here at the gun, hold it backwards, perfect. Now make this slim as it should be. Now I'm gonna try to make it as perfectly placed as possible. Okay, over here. How does it look from the above? Does it look from the side? Quite good. Probably just make it a little bit bigger to like seem like something that is part of the gun. So probably a little bit bigger. And now what I was thinking, we can probably like add it in, make it a little bit bigger, a little bit like this. Yeah, probably. It can look like it's a added part of the gun. It's like a stock or something. So, but I don't want it to look too much like a stock, and I do not want it to be part of that. I want it to be overwriting this. So that's good. Now we're gonna make this a little bit bigger, move it backwards, and make this a little bit bigger from this side over here. So I'm gonna ask him, Kevin, what the fuck are you doing? What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go add a cylinder, maybe? Yeah, cylinder. Okay, let's do that. Make this, okay, we can do it better than that. Cylinder again. Okay, that much, this much over here, and then pull this down. Okay, so that's enough cylinder that we need. I'm gonna move it back over here. I'm gonna use this cylinder to make the curved part. So we're gonna go over here, I'm gonna move this cylinder minus 90 degrees. That's perfect. I'm gonna try to make it as perfect as we can, although I'm not good at that. So over here and over here, we're gonna make it a little bit bigger, a little bit like this. And over here, I'm going to add a modifier for a boolean. Now using the boolean, we're gonna select the cylinder, and now we're going to go to the cylinder and add, no, over here at the cylinder, and viewport display bounds. Amazing. So we can now make the curve that we need. So we probably needed a better cylinder for this job. Don't think the curve will look too good. Okay, so let's make this smaller. Probably making this smaller is a good idea. Probably, I don't know. We have yet to see it work or something. Let's see, how does it look? What I'm sensing here to be the problem is that the cylinder is too low poly to actually be a good part for the gun. Okay, so this is the part we did last video. I'm just going to show this very quickly. This is how the gun looks from like a kind of cinematic view. This is kind of cool. It will look better when we add a little bit more like modeling to it. Okay, so this is like, I'm just gonna make this a little bit smaller, move it up, and this is like what we're going to work on. So only this one. We're just gonna add dots to this until it's perfect like we need it. Okay, down here, that part seems quite good. Now it will go like although I see how this one looks, like it goes over here, mine will like go over here, and then like it just deletes all of this part and just continues straight like this, and then adds the handler. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm just going to try to make this part over here a little bit bigger. You know what, it has to be a little bit smaller over here, to be honest. Okay, over here, that's maybe better, I don't know. Maybe we can increase the size of the cylinder, but increasing the size, I don't think it would be a great idea, because okay, so what does this do? Oh yeah, okay, maybe increasing the size and like the length of it. Okay, let's try to see what the size and the length of the cylinder will do. I'm just going to move it a little bit backwards, and over here I'm just going to move it a little bit inwards. Also down here, probably going to think about adding a little bit more. Yeah, you see the problem stands over here. I need to make this bigger and move it over here. Yeah, now it starts to look like a gun. So that's perfect. What I'm going to do now is going to try to go to edit. Okay, so when I go to edit, this happens. So it doesn't cut it, which means I'm going to probably have to control R and do a, I'm sorry, control E there for a moment. Control R and do like a cut over here. So when I go back, yeah, you can still see that. But I'm going to try. Yeah, that's the perfect cut. I just eyeballed that. Look at me. Proficiency. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here, connect this, and what happens if I expand this a little bit? It is supposedly gonna cut it. Yeah, it's gonna cut it. Okay, so I'm just gonna control Z it a little bit backwards because I didn't like how big it was, and then we go out. Perfect. So now I'm just gonna go over here, and visibility of this will not be visible anymore.
Coba
Keluar aman.
Hah?
Yang tu keluar. Yang tu keluar. My dad came in my room. Very sorry about that. Anyway, I still don't know how to. Okay, so that's a collection. If I wanted to do, I can just Control J all of this into one singular mesh, but that's still not going to happen because that's a destructive idea. Okay, so now from this part, this is where we're going to add the handle. So the handle is all we're missing. We just add the handle here, and if you check the time on your YouTube video, we have like so much more time. I'm just gonna take my time, try to do the handle as best as I can. So we're gonna start with the what do we start? Let's start with another cube, I think. Probably the cube is all we need to like add the things that we need. What does volume mean? Empty, stroke, mountain, scene, meatball capsule. Uh, yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, we can like probably do it from a cylinder. Yeah, now I just remembered it. We can probably just do a cylinder shaped like revolver. This is going to be the part. So what I want to do now is make this part over here. Okay, so we're actually going to move this over to the gun, or like we can actually move the gun over to us. That would be much better, much more professional. So just gonna go over here, and this will be our handler, our handle, gunning. Okay, perfect. So this is going to be the part of the handle, but I want the part of the handle to also be curved. Too many expectations, too little skill to do what I want. Anyway, so as you can see, it doesn't align perfectly on here. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over here, Control C this, I'm gonna go get this and actually move this down like that. So was that a good idea? Probably not, to be honest. Let's try. I'll still try to like make the handle over here. So how does this handle work over here? So you see it's actually fully, I just took it, I just deleted that. Okay, let's just reactivate that. Okay, so you can see it's fully 90 degrees over here. So that's something we actually need. And what I'm thinking is that we could probably have done that with some cube, but it goes very like curvy in the end over there. So we're gonna probably try to find a way to make that. Uh, let's just move this over here for a moment. I'm just gonna go over here to editing mode. Can we do a full 90 degree? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to probably select the down part as well. Okay, so this seems 90 degree enough. So, and I move this, nope. Okay, I move this back in, move this over here. So that seems 90 degreeable enough, but the part on top is not. So we're gonna do the part on top as well. Over here, not over there, to be honest. Okay, over here. So now, having collected those two, we're gonna just do this, fully 90 degrees. Okay, that's actually not gonna change anything, to be honest. That's the wrong tool I selected there. Okay, that's perfect. So does it look 90 degreeable? It kinda does. Okay, so we need the curve over here, so I'm not gonna do any, I'm not gonna try to 90 degree that part. So I'm just gonna move this back in, Control Z that, and over here. Okay, perfect. So over here, full 90 degrees. Is that perfect? That's just like I wanted. Not actually, but it can work. It may work. I don't know. Oh my god, I have. Ah, god damn it. I have left my. Somewhere over there, I left my cylinder. So now I don't know how to regain that back. This is such stupid idea. Okay, you know what? I know how I can regain that thing again. So it was kind of round over here, so I'm just gonna make this big. Just gonna try to find where that is. Okay, where is it? I need to find the cylinder I broke. uh maybe I actually did mess it up. And how am I supposed to find this now? Okay. I just completely messed it up, so I'm just gonna go back over here and probably add a new cylinder to it. Uh, okay, now the thing is making games. Weird games like rotate view. Okay, so look at how it's moving now. Okay. Weird. Okay, anyway. Still gonna try to fix this. Okay, we cannot play it like this. It cannot work like this. I'm just gonna go over here, go to game making, my weapons. I'm just gonna save this and just gonna go to reopen the Blender program again. I don't know what's wrong with this. Okay, so apparently it now is focusing on that part and with a lot of sensitivity, which I do not know why it actually happens. So I'm just gonna go wanna try to be as centric as possible with this. Okay. Okay, I don't care about it anymore. Um, so what the problem is actually that I'm having is over here. So I think I need to make this a little bit smaller and put this over here. No, probably a little bit bigger. I put over here. That's great. Now, this part over here, it of course has a boolean, but I'm just gonna have to take that out, add a new mesh being a cylinder. Gonna go and rotate this, sorry, 90 degree, minus 90 degrees. Gonna make this S, make it small. Okay, perfect. Now we move this over here and like that. Okay, so we make this a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger on this part, and we can probably fix it after it, but for now, for the moment, we're just gonna add boolean right over here, and this one will be viewport display bonded. Perfect. Like that, like that. I think this cylinder that I have, it has too many like points on it. Like if I do textured and I go edit, yeah, it has too many. Yeah, that's not good, to be honest. I don't like it to have that many. I'm just gonna delete that. That's too much of cylinder. Okay, we need a cylinder, but we probably need it to be like a 5 size. Yeah, that seems reasonable enough. So just gonna minus 90 this. Perfect. S this down. Perfect. Move this up and move this like this and like that and move it upwards. Now I have to move it a little bit inwards to actually cut it. Okay, and now maybe we will have like inspect a gun, so like a the screen will actually zoom into the gun, and that's why it will like be okay. So what I'm gonna do now to assure that it's the same size I want it, like the exact size I want it to be. I'm just gonna try to do it like this, and I'm gonna go select this, delete the boolean, go this, generate another boolean, select this, then this, then this, then this, then go down to bounds. Okay, so bounds seems great. like that and like that. So you can like imagine if you can inspect the bounds. So like inspecting, not inspect the bounds. What am I saying? Imagine if you can uh, inspect the type of like weapon, and like it gives you a 360 of the gun, and you can like see the gun from each side, not only like from where you're using it, because when you're using it, it would be like this, like bam bam bam. That's the only thing you're going to use it. So I'm actually running out of time, and I really want to do this. So we, as you can see, we're 25 minutes. We got like more 7 more minutes, so that's a problem. Okay, I'm going to go edit, control R. To be honest, I'll, god damn it. Okay, control R. I'm just gonna try to do a loop cut right here, and then I did that loop cut because I want this to be a little bit more together, put together, and then this to be a little bit more inwards. Okay, now that we got that going for us, I'm going to try to also, we have a curve over here, so you can see the curve over there. That's amazing, but the way I'm going to do the curve on over here is that actually not going to do the curve at all. So what I'm going to do is go over here, select all of that, and now check if we do got anything upwards collected. No, we don't. Now we go over here to adding more. We're just gonna add this. That's what I'm gonna do for that, and we are going to expand this other side. So gonna go over here, select this. It selects so much. I don't need you to select all of that. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's, we don't select those three above, and then we move this aside. To be honest, I didn't think that moving those aside would work, but let's just do it from like here. We move this aside. Maybe we move it little by little. So we move those first, then we move this. I see this that I selected accidentally. God damn. Okay. Over here. And now, like, the handle is very small. To be honest, the handle is quite small. So we're gonna still try to make it as to make it bigger. I'm just gonna select that. It selects all of the above, which I hate. Okay, so it selected something over here. Yep. And over here. Oh my god. Okay. Deselect that. Amazing. Okay, so now I'm just gonna try to move this down. So moving that down, what did it actually do? How did it look? So that's great. Now I got two ideas on how to do the handling, and I'm pretty sure gonna try to do the cylinder one first. So we just do a cylinder just like we did over here. We do another cylinder for this, and we're gonna try to make that better. Or before we do that, we're actually gonna do some loop cutting right there and right here. And what I'm gonna do for those loop cuts that I just actually did, I'm gonna go over here, select all of these, and move them just a little bit aside. Then I'm gonna go over here, select all of these, and then move them also a little bit aside. And then select these. Okay, we got only like 3 more minutes. I thought I was going to finish it today. That's good. And now we got these, and we move them a little bit aside. So it doesn't look very well for the moment. So how does it look? We goes over there and like slowly it gets bigger, but yeah, that's what I was going for, but it didn't work the same way I wanted it to work. So it just goes over here, and then yeah, these parts should be exaggerated. So this should be exaggerated, and then this part over here should be exaggerated. God damn it. Okay, not as exaggerated as the last part, to be honest. Okay, that's perfect. and the last part over here should absolutely be normal, like almost nothing. That's perfect. So we got only like, no, we got 32. So this is 32 video, the video 32. So we got 32 minutes. I'm just gonna go get out of here, add a mesh of a. Can I actually select the mesh of this? Of the. Seems like I cannot. Okay, no problem. Anyway, let's try to add another mesh cylinder. Go over here, give it 90 s, make it smaller, perfect. Move this over here, move this down, no time at all whatsoever. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this over here, and I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. I'm gonna move this over here, probably give it a little bit of an arc, and now I'm just gonna go here, add boolean as fast as I can. Yeah, we got only 1 more minute, so we're gonna have to do it as fast as possible. So over here, so I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so it collects all of it, and right there. And if I'm right, let's just do here, visibility, viewport display, we do bounds, and then viewports. Okay, viewport should still be inside. Okay, right, yeah, right there, that's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna try to do this, move this a little bit lower, a little bit like this. No, that's not right. Yeah, it's over. I'm sorry for not finishing it, but I'm just gonna do viewport. It's still bad. It still should look a little bit better, but I'm still gonna work on it. So I'm just gonna get this out of the bounds, and I'm gonna have to say sorry and goodbye.